You know what I'm saying? I put everybody. Oh. Game starts at 20, bet slip is empty. I gotta call KG.
KG, what up?
I got nothing for you, Fox.
Ah, come on. What you got, huh?
It is spa day, Jamie. You don't interrupt spa day.
Okay. Gracie, what's up?
I need some tips.
Jamie, you want a tip?
Yeah.
No.
Come on, somebody. Jalen, what's up, man?
You want a tip?
Yeah.
You really want a tip?
I really need some tips.
Don't call somebody on live TV, Jamie Foxx.
Well, you answered. Have other friends anyway. Marshawn, Barry, holla.
Jamie Foxx. Hey, what's up with it, Fox?
Listen, I need some tips.
I'm like LA.
LA?
No. Dallas.
Dallas?
Dallas not the
Dallas?
We gotta get to Miami. How about Detroit? Nah, Barry over there.
You know what? I'm gonna call y'all right now. Vanessa, I need your help.
I got a tip for you. Always go with your gut.
I like that. Going with my gut. Let's go with our gut.
Welcome to Turnpike Sports. I'm Dave Weischadle, and as always, I'm joined by my producer and co-host, Doug Weischadle, from the Turnpike Bar. Doug, it feels weird a weekend without the NFL.
No, but we do have the XFL.
Yes, I have not seen a bit of that.
I have to admit, I watched some of it, but I was more intrigued by two rules that they instituted that the NFL may want to look at putting in.
Okay.
The extra points. They got a choice between 1, 2, and 3 points.
Okay.
Which
right.
are very interesting. You know, the normal 2-point conversion, the normal extra point. And then there's one further out where if they complete a huge pass from whatever, it's 3 points.
All right. Okay, that's interesting. I got to check that out now.
And the onside kick rule is interesting. When the kicking team, they get a choice between an onside kick or they can complete a 4th and 15. To maintain possession. They do the 4th and 15. They complete that, make it a first down. They continue. They get a new drive.
Let me ask you, were they the league years ago? I don't know if they do this right now. For the opening kickoff, they had 2 players run down and get the ball. Was that the XFL?
That was the XFL.
That was the old XFL, right? They don't do that anymore.
No, that was Vince McMahon's idea of getting away from
I kind of like
the
that.
kickoff.
Kind of like that.
I have to admit, I did not see opening kickoff on any of the games. So, that may be just a matter of me not catching up where the schedule was, but I didn't see any of the opening kickoff. So I don't know whether or not they had a scrum, whether they had a kickoff, where they just did a coin toss, or however they did it. I don't know.
Yeah, another sport I'm starting to pay more attention to now that the NFL is done is the Major League Baseball. And they just had a picture of the new bases. And the size was a little striking. I knew they were going to increase the size of the bases, but on social media they had the old bases next to the new base, and I was like, wow, that's pretty big.
You got to be careful because I saw a couple social media outlets putting out pictures of oversized bigger bases.
So
it's not that much bigger.
These were reputable sites. So
yeah, but if you look at the way when you compare them, it's striking. But they're not that much bigger. I mean, it's only a couple square inches more.
Yeah, I hear they're going to enforce the bulk rules a lot more this year. So,
going to be interesting to see where those rules take. I know
I know they want more offense. I wonder how that's really going to affect the scoring. And I guess We're going to have a lot more professional bettors on here before the baseball season to see their take on that and try and figure out futures and things like that. So it should be interesting.
The one question I have, you mentioned the balk rule.
Yeah.
Now, everyone's talking about they want shorter games. Doesn't a balk increase the length of the game?
No, because if there's a runner on base, the balk, that runner advances.
Okay.
Now, from what I'm understanding, and I don't know if this is true, there's reports that if a balk is called and there are no runners on base, then that will be a ball awarded to the batter. So,
so really no difference.
Yeah,
I don't see how that shortens the game, because if you move a runner up and they score, the inning continues.
Well, but there's more scoring.
Yeah.
So.
Well, again, I'm just looking at length of game,
and I guess pitch clock will have
that'll be interesting. I want
come into play a lot
more.
Clock. So
I've actually gotten annoyed with the pitcher taking forever to throw a pitch, and also the batter stepping out of the batter's box every 2 seconds.
I get that, and it's annoying, but you know what?
It's all strategy.
That's part of the game.
Yeah.
Though. That's part of the beauty of the game. Well, we got a great show coming up for you. We got Beatin the House segment. Then we're, dusting off an old segment we used to do, By the Numbers.
By the Numbers.
Huh?
Yep,
All
I
right.
haven't done one of those in a while. Figured it was time.
Okay. Today's trip down the Turnpike is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
Exit 1.
Well, recently, NFL wide receiver Calvin Ridley applied for reinstatement into the NFL after a year-long gambling suspension.
Yeah.
This is kind of interesting in terms of the further developments of the NFL and their gambling policies, especially when it comes to players, coaches, former players, all these different aspects of what overall seems to be, in a lot of people's eyes, an inconsistent policy.
Well, look, my first thought was, I think Ridley was made an example of. I was surprised that it was year-long. I thought it was going to be maybe, it's first offense, I would guess, and couple weeks or 6 months or whatever. I don't know, but the whole season was a little. Well, 6 months is the season, but I didn't think it'd be the entire season, and so I get it. This is a new thing for the NFL, and I'm sure they're going to be getting the policy more streamlined and more accurate and more whatever. But I kind of was on record by saying, this is kind of a good thing. It shows that, that detection is possible.
Yep.
And it's one of those things where I'm not going to say they caught them, but they found out about it. They did something very quickly. And, was it too harsh? That's other people's opinion. And I thought it was a little harsh, but, a couple weeks, I thought it'd be okay because, but when you're dealing with gambling, it's pretty strict with regard to the professional leagues.
Well, with regards to Ridley, I think it was just the timing of all this. Mm-hmm. It just happened that it was the first time all the gambling sponsorships were implemented with the league. He did this then. He was caught. But if you look at
I hate to say he was caught.
You have to say it that way.
It's such a terrible thing. It seems like something was terrible and underhanded.
It was monitored and it was detected.
It was detected.
It was detected.
But what was it too harsh? I guess that's people's opinions. Was he made an example of? Sure, I think so. Boy, that was. I remember last year when it first came out, everyone was holding their breath and said, what is there something else going to drop or another player or another bunch of players? But no, it was detected. They have systems in place. The professional leagues have systems in place, which this is evident of. And whether you think it was too harsh of a penalty or not,
Well, when you look at the NFL, you've got players have one set of rules, coaches and personnel, off the field personnel have other sets of rules.
Well, that's right. Was it a Jets wide receiver
coach?
Or
former
wide receiving coach.
Put it the correct way. A former New York Jets wide receiver coach, because his contract was expiring anyway.
Okay.
Which begs the question: why did they suspend him for a year at the end of a contract?
One thing, because that situation came out, I didn't know there was one policy for coaches and another policy for players, and I guess he was going with the policy for players because, correct me if I'm wrong, the ex-coach or coach or whatever former coach.
Yep.
So he was betting, but on a different sport, right?
Yeah, he wasn't betting on football. He was doing basketball. He was doing non-NFL betting.
So what I understand, if Calvin Ridley was betting on another sport, that would have been okay?
Yes.
But it's not okay for coaches. That's why the confusion here.
That's where the NFL has a little – maybe they need to straighten out this policy
Why don't they just
go more.
Anyone involved in the NFL can't bet on anything.
Right now, here's the rules. It's if you're a player, you can bet on anything except NFL. When you're a coach or a front office person, you can't bet on anything.
Okay.
Now you have the NFL doing that deal, and the NFL Players Association doing the deal with MGM Resorts, where you have players endorsing casinos, but they can't participate.
But not placing in bets or anything.
And you have to look at, we just had Devontae Adams last year. He became the first active player to have an individual endorsement deal with a gambling company, MGM Resorts. If you want to parse hairs, it was with the hotel and casino. It was the resort property, not with any specific casino or online site. But again, I think this is raising the question of, does the NFL really need to have all these delineations in their gambling policies? Should the NFL make a one strict blanket policy for both players and front office?
Because it's confusing, what happened with the coach. He was going with the players' policy, but he should have been going with the coach's policy. So I think if you're part of – we'll stick with the NFL. If you're part of the NFL, either a player or coach, front office, just don't bet. Don't bet on anything.
Yeah, that may be the way to go, but also maybe don't bet on NFL. So
definitely not that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm just saying it's a matter of, I think this gives everyone a chance to look at the gambling policy by the NFL and how it really affects not only their people, but their personnel, but also the fans too, because they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Exit 2.
Well, if you're a fan of Dave and Buster's, you can now go online and join the multiplayer digital gaming experience called D&B World.
Wow.
Now this
David Buster's, I always say it's like a casino for kids.
That's the way I look at it too. But again, I'm not a huge fan of it. So maybe this is something that Dave and Buster's fans were actually clamoring for.
Yeah.
So Dave and Buster's recreated their franchise experience on the Roblox platform, which is Xbox and a couple other places that you can actually interact.
I've been to two Dave and Buster's, one in Philadelphia and one in Massachusetts. So they're pretty cool. So,
maybe I'm at that age where an arcade doesn't thrill me.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you put quarters in these machines anymore?
No, you actually have to go and do basically what you do in a casino. You have to either get a ticket to insert in the machines, buy a game card, then use the game card, insert those into machines. It doesn't take money. That's what I'm saying.
I actually went to Dave and Buster's to have food. So, and I saw the games, but I didn't play any of the games. I was just wondering if they still put quarters in these things, or it's like or they like slot machines or anything like that.
Well, in D&B World, you do not have to worry about that because
you can buy a card or something.
You can't put a quarter in a computer.
Okay, yeah, I guess not.
So you're going to
okay. Well, the one you're talking about
D&B World. D&B World. It's a virtual world with multiplayer experiences reimagined from the franchise. You've got Gridiron Blitz, Super Ball Dash, which are a couple of the popular games at Dave and Buster's. They're going to be put into the metaverse.
Okay.
And people are going to be able to go to the Dave and Buster's online. It's and if you actually look at the trailer online, I'm playing it as we're talking about this on TV.
Oh, okay. All right.
It looks pretty cool. It looks just like a Dave and Buster's online.
Oh, really? Okay.
And you have your avatar walking through. They've even recreated what's called the Winner Circle, which is the Dave and Buster's gift shop. When you actually go to a Dave and Buster's, you play on the games. You get like points or winning tickets or whatever, and you go to the gift shop, and you're able to get candy, stickers, some kind of little prize that you can get. Over in D&B World, the Metaverse version, not only will the highest scorers be able to get different prizes, the prizes are going to range from in-game customizations for their avatar.
Wow.
So I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm assuming it means you're going to get new sneakers or new clothing accessories or a hat
for your
or
avatar, not
for
for
the
you,
avatar,
for the
avatar. And also, I found this very interesting. You're able to get a virtual pet with your rewards money.
Virtual pet.
Your avatar can have a pet.
Wow.
In the metaverse.
Okay.
So D&B World is expanding the Dave and Buster's experience. If you're a fan, check it out. Just look for D&B World. It's on the Roblox platform. It's available pretty much everywhere, Xbox, PlayStation, all that. So
that stuff's amazing. I remember like doing the arcades down the Jersey Shore growing up. You play the skeet ball, those round things. You have to get the hard ball into the things. And what do you get for prizes? You get the tickets that print out at the bottom of the machine. You go up to the front desk at the glass case, and you get some kind of crappy plastic ring or some kind of weird jewelry or something like that.
Unless you stumble upon a crooked boardwalk game.
Yeah, it's amazing.
As a matter of fact, I think there's a case like that in Jersey going on right now where there was a boardwalk game was doing something to their players.
Apparently, they were like really stacked against the players. I gotta get the story down, but apparently they were overinflating basketballs or overinflating
so they couldn't
balls.
fit through the rims.
So when they threw it, my God, why would you do that? My God, you don't want to give away that many stuffed bears? Is that what the whole idea is about that? I don't get that.
I remember an old scam. I hate to call it a scam, but I remember an old scam where they had the goldfish.
Yeah,
and you had to throw the ping pong
balls. Yeah,
but sometimes the ping pong ball was just slightly bigger than the hole going into the fish bowl.
Jeez.
So there's all different ways you can do that. You really can't do that in the D&B world.
That's what I'm saying.
The metaverse may actually knock that down.
The metaverse makes it probably safer for consumers.
Exactly.
So, except for these boardwalk games are apparently a little crooked.
Yep.
I'd rather play online now.
Well, good luck to D&B world.
Drizzly makes it easy to shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor from wherever I am. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes.
Drizzly. Ding dong, Drizzly.
Exit 3.
Well, we were just talking about the constant evolution of the metaverse, bringing in real-world experiences like Dave and Buster's into D&B world. Mm-hmm. The name, image, likeness universe is constantly evolving, and a lot of states are starting to enact legislation that expands the roles of different parties involved in the name, image, likeness universe. And a case in point, in California, we have the Tommy Group.
Okay.
The Tommy Group is a collective formed between former Trojan athletes and fans. And one of the former Trojan athletes in charge of this is Keyshawn Johnson.
Oh, okay.
And I was actually watching this when he announced it on ESPN, ESPN TV, radio, whatever.
Yeah,
his morning show.
His morning show. Yeah.
And it's kind of an interesting idea. I've seen this before, but again, you have to wait until the state passes legislation which allows you to do things like this. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, this launch came following the signing of a new bill in Florida in the name, image, likeness universe. The NIL bill in Florida will allow schools' coaching staffs to help the athletes in navigating the world of making an NIL deal.
Okay.
And again, this is where the Tommy Group is also doing that. They're going to be working with college athletes. They actually have said they have 80 already in the pipeline, college athletes to work with, including USC quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams.
Okay.
And what they are going to be doing, and also other collectives like this, especially if states get on the ball and start passing laws that allow this to happen, like Florida, mm-hmm. you're going to be able to help guide the student athlete into the business world, because even though they may know what they're doing. It's better to have somebody else doing it for you or on your behalf, so you actually can concentrate on what makes you get better deals in the future, which is play on the field.
Yeah. I'm very curious to see some of these laws because I wonder if it's going to be same as an agent. I mean, if you're an NFL, NBA, or whatever for the major leagues, you have to be certified.
Yeah.
But you actually have to take a test.
Yes.
So I'm very curious to see what the rules are if you're an agent for NIL deals, or if there's specific agents for NIL deals, or what the requirements will be.
I think the agent is something different than actually having non-agents.
Yeah.
And also coaches and coaching staffs.
And certainly it helps to have a lawyer in your corner to look at the contract. So.
I mean, the Florida deal came from the fact that the Florida Gators lost a quarterback, Jaden Rashada. He actually declined to go to Florida because they wouldn't allow him to do an endorsement deal.
Wow. Okay.
So I think you're
seeing...
Boy,
it's a new age in college athletics, huh?
Yeah, he left the school because the school didn't let him have an NIL deal.
Wow. Okay.
So he left. Florida passed this law. Now coaches are allowed to bring NIL deals to the players for the players to go ahead and do that. I mean, it's not technically for recruiting, but unfortunately, that's the biggest after effect.
That's part of the equation now,
exactly.
I would guess.
Yeah.
Now.
It's on the book saying it's not for recruitment. It's going to happen anyway.
All right, well.
So, but it's very interesting to watch how the name, image, likeness universe expands here with all these different types of legislation out there. And really, it's on a state-by-state basis until there's a federal body of law.
Okay.
So we'll see. This is fun to watch, see how this develops.
Yeah.
Exit 4.
Last but not least, we have ESPN making a groundbreaking deal in the world of wrestling. You don't talk too much about wrestling on ESPN.
That's what I was going to say. You know, well, look, I mean, they have so many channels and so many streaming channels. I guess, I would guess any network needs content and good content.
Well, this is very interesting in terms of ESPN securing the exclusive broadcast rights to all Elite Wrestling. If you've been watching cable TV, you see
like
AEW all over the place.
I like that, yeah.
But it's not really for the United States.
Oh.
It's for Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands.
Oh,
so first time AEW is going to be shown in those regions, which is groundbreaking for the league, the wrestling league. But it's also the first time ESPN has done a deal with a professional wrestling organization.
So
they never did anything with the WWE.
Yeah. So me sitting in New Jersey and I want to watch AEW.
Go to TBS.
Yeah, well, that's probably where I've seen it, or I've watched AEW. But if I wanted to see it on ESPN and their broadcast, I can't see it because it's not here. It's overseas.
For the ESPN deal, ESPN will be showing Dynamite, which is one of their shows, Rampage, another one.
Okay.
Then their pay-per-view events. They're all going to be available to ESPN subscribers in those regions. Okay. And AEW has never been in those regions before, so it's a huge move for the wrestling league.
That's great.
And
you know what? It's good for ESPN because it increases their audience.
Yep.
So.
And also, after they're shown the first time on for the ESPN subscribers, people in those regions are going to be able to watch the replays on the ESPN in that region too.
Good.
So there's going to be a whole bunch of different shows coming out for AEW. Yeah. By the way, if you haven't watched AEW,
it's great. It
actually reminds me so much of the way WWE used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun characters. There's a lot of stunts being done, and I actually have watched it and found myself not shutting it off until the show was over.
Say what you will about professional wrestling, but the athletic ability of some of the wrestlers are absolutely amazing. Just to not get hurt, because I saw someone jump from a top rope and they did a flip, and it was amazing.
Yep.
And to land on someone else usually and not get yourself or that other person hurt is a real talent.
Or a spectator hurt, too. You don't know when you jump on a table, you don't know where a piece of that table is going to go. So. But this actually goes in hand with what AEW with DAZN. DAZN is showing AEW in 42 markets across Europe and Asia. Mm-hmm. So between DAZN and ESPN, you're seeing AEW grow like it hasn't done before.
Oh, no, I think it's great. I love the fact that ESPN's getting into wrestling.
That's the fun part.
Good
ESPN, first time, and I hope they do more.
Yeah, I hope so. And today's trip down the Turnpike was brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
And as always, you can get in touch with Turnpike Sports by calling or texting us at 609-512-5910. That's 609-512-5910. At Turnpike Sports is the show's handle on Facebook and Twitter. At Turnpike Sports Radio is our handle on Instagram. And as always, our email address is info@turnpikesportsradio.com. And don't forget, you can listen to the show via Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, radio.com mobile app, as well as Stitcher and YouTube. You can also watch us on your smart TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. Head on over to turnpikesports.net. You'll be able to watch our video channel there.
Well, we got a big show coming up. We got a Beatin the House segment where we look at all the jackpots that occurred around the country this week. And we got a By the Numbers segment. So stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
Attention. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, watch this urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by hiring 87,000 new agents to garnish your paycheck and put liens on homes and businesses. They can even seize your bank account. The IRS calls it enforced compliance, and now they have the manpower to get you. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily. So call One Stop Tax Relief Shop and get the IRS off your back. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. And no other tax shop gets you more or faster approvals. One Stop Tax Relief has resolved thousands of cases since 2014 and saved clients millions of dollars. Call now for a free consultation. Connect with tax professionals who get the IRS off your back.
Call 800-605-0688. 800-605-0688.
One Stop Tax Relief Shop.
With costs going up, Adam and Eve is the best deal around. With 50% off a sexy adult product at adamandeve.com. That's 50% off right now when you point the camera on your smartphone at the code on the screen. Don't get up. Just open your camera and point it at the screen. Hurry! You'll also get 10 free gifts, including free discreet shipping at checkout. This is your chance to get more for less. So scan now for 50% off plus 10 free gifts from adamandeve.com.
Welcome back to Turnpike Sports. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to go through a segment we just dusted off because we felt it was time. This is By the Numbers, where I throw out a number to Dave for him to think about what we're going to be talking about in the segment. This actually was inspired by what I saw over the past weekend. It was very interesting what I saw on one of the ESPN channels. And
you just gave me a huge hint.
Yes.
So now
we're going to start with the number 8.
Yeah, I see. I knew that. I knew it. So anytime the NFL is over,
yes,
ESPN comes out with the Ocho.
Yes.
Now is Is that the 8 you're talking about?
This wasn't the official ESPN Ocho day.
Okay.
Because the ESPN Ocho once a year.
Because I did
They
watch
do an
it.
entire day of all the outlier sports, I guess you can call them that way, or unique sports. And I just happened to be flipping around Sunday morning, and I was actually watching, I think, a whole series of very, very different sports. I mean, they had the normal ones like air hockey, which everyone knows what air hockey is,
But
and
you
also
rarely,
dodgeball.
You rarely see air hockey on television.
No.
You're starting to see
With
more
commentators.
You're starting to see dodgeball.
Yep.
I guess that got popular because of the movie.
Exactly.
I saw pickleball, which is becoming more and more mainstream.
Well, the pickleball was never part of the Ocho.
Yeah, but I did see pickleball this weekend.
But
the one thing I was very interested in, and I saw was something called Omega Ball.
Yes.
I would have wrote that down if we knew we were doing a segment, but I think it's called Omega Ball.
This is what I saw. It was Omega Ball was one sport. We had the fling golf, which was very interesting.
I've heard of that, yes.
At the end, and then we had the air hockey, we had the dodgeball. We had a whole bunch of different sports, but really fling golf and Omega Ball really stood out to me. And I have to admit, I watched Omega Ball from start to finish.
Omega Ball was interesting. It was a round field.
Yep.
It was like soccer, but it had 3 goals and 3 teams. It was soccer, but it had 3 teams and 3 goals. And I guess one team can score in the 2 goals.
Yes.
Right? So,
and it had 13-minute periods.
Yeah.
Had 4 quarters.
That was a lot of fun.
Periods.
That was a lot of fun to watch.
A lot of scoring too. I watched.
Well, it was such a small field. It was such a small circle that they were playing in, and when you're playing in that small of an area with 3 teams, it's a lot of fun, a lot of action.
What was interesting was when the goalie scored on the other goal.
I did not see that.
Yeah, I saw a goalie kick one in to play, and it actually hooked around and went into the other goal.
So he really wasn't trying for the goal.
I don't know if he was trying or whatever he was doing, but it was very interesting because after 2 periods, or 2 quarters, whatever you want to call it, there was 10 goals scored.
Wow, okay.
So I was actually fascinated with the fast pace of that.
I think I'd watch more of that than actual soccer. I mean, I'm sure this is sacrilegious statement to a lot of people out there, but I really liked Omega Ball. And you mentioned fling golf. That was an interesting kind of thing. That was
it was on.
I was in and out on that one. I was ESPN was on the television. I walked by and I was like, what the hell are these guys doing? It's like a combination golf and lacrosse.
Well,
because you're flinging something.
The club was almost like a combination of a golf club and a lacrosse club. It was shaped like a driver, and it had a funnel in the middle where you put the golf ball. And it was played on a real course, a golf course.
It was a regulation golf course.
Regulation golf course, regulation golf ball.
Okay.
But everybody just had one club. And it was a matter of putting the golf ball into the fling part of the club.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they call it. And then you just take a couple steps and you just throw it.
It's like a lacrosse kind of thing,
And the distance was determined by how hard you flicked it. And it was very interesting to watch.
See, now
how when it got to the green, you turned the club on its side and it's your putter.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. The one thing I was thinking of when I saw a little bit of that was next time I'm in a sporting goods store, I think I'm going to take a look for a club? Is that what they're calling it?
The club. They called it a club.
So I mean, I don't even know where you would purchase something like. I guess that would be an online purchase.
I would assume so.
Does Modell's or Dick's Sporting Goods have that? I'm very curious. Now I have to go there. So
I wouldn't even know where to even think about going to look for, other than go to the tournament's website. They had an actual website, flinggolf.com or something like that. I really wasn't paying attention to that. I was actually watching the sport because I had never seen something like that before. And the person in the sand trap, the bunker, whatever you want to call it, was actually doing one of these, like a fly fisher with the club to get out of it. And it was actually fun to watch that. Then you go over to Omega Ball, which was completely, when you first hear it, the round field, 3 teams, 3 goals. And then how they started the game was very interesting. They had 2 coin tosses.
Okay.
Yeah, they had all 3 of the team captains, each with their own coins, and they flipped them, and whoever was the odd man out of the results of the coin toss, they got first choice of ball or defense.
Okay.
So one team won that. Then the other two teams that lost out on the first coin toss did another coin toss, and the winner of that one chose which goal they wanted to defend.
Huh. Okay.
And then it started off with the people who took the ball in the middle of the field, in the center part of the field, and they kicked it somewhere, and that started the game off.
Okay. Well, no, I like those interesting sports where I mean, look, Omega Ball was fun to watch, but I'm never ever going to play it, I would think, because
you may see it at recess.
Number one, I don't know where there's a field that there'd be Omega Golf and circular goals around the thing. So I kind of figure out I'm not going to be playing Omega Golf. The fling golf thing
maybe
is certainly doable. The problem is first I don't know how to get the club. I guess I'd have to do that online.
Yes.
Secondly, you sort of need other people to play with. I mean, I don't think you can play fling golf while the other person you're playing with is playing regular. I guess you could. And I wonder if, an employee of the the golf course would say, "Hey, what the hell are you doing out there?" So I guess they would allow that. I don't even know. So I love these interesting sports that's on TV. I was actually watching, not this weekend, but months back, the frisbee golf, which was very interesting.
Oh yeah.
So,
and
these guys were throwing
disc golf.
Disc golf, yeah. They were throwing frisbees through like this wooded area into this.
That was one of the other ones.
Oh, they did show it.
Disc golf, yes. I didn't catch that
I
one.
I sat there for 2 hours watching it one time. I was fascinated.
They
by
had
it.
just finished that up. I was seeing the credits, for that before it went into fling golf and all these other ones. But one of the ones I saw last year, and I'm waiting to see it again this year. They had the paper airplane throwing contest.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
that was interesting. That was interesting to see the different designs and how far they went. But again, every time the Ocho's on, I got to try and catch everything because there's so many different unique sports. And,
a whole new world opens up after the NFL is done. I was like, oh, my God. Look at all these, look at these interesting sports and these interesting leagues coming out. It's really it's great to watch.
Yeah. So it was a very different morning for me in terms of sports. It was, normally I just flip on Sports Center or one of the other sports networks and just watch some of the highlights. But that was on and that caught my attention.
Interestingly enough, I watched those type of sports, but I missed the XFL. Yeah. So,
well, again, maybe they should introduce 2 balls or 3 goals in the XFL. Maybe do something like that. So, but that's it for this week's By the Numbers. I haven't done one of those in a while.
Yeah, a long time. Usually I don't get it that quickly. So you kind of telegraphed it.
It's not a competition.
Yeah, you kind of telegraphed it, so which was good for me. Yeah. So stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
80% of falls in the home occur in the bathroom. Don't put yourself or a loved one at risk. There's a safe bathing system for everyone's budget.
Enjoy a bathing experience that combines safety, comfort, and excellence. If assisted living is not for you, a BCI walk-in tub may well be the answer, giving you the safety and freedom to live independently. A BCI walk-in tub is the most affordable and comfortable walk-in tub in the market today. With our dual drain technology, your tub will drain quickly, and for those that still like the feature of a shower, our two-way bliss gives you both a handheld and overhead shower head. We offer the best financing in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months with approved credit. For comfort, safety, price, and selection, it's gotta be BCI Walk-In Tub. Be one of the first 50 callers and save $1,500.
Call 800-354-4377, 800-354-4377 for a free no obligation in-home consultation.
With Drizzly, I can shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes. Drizzly also lets me shop from multiple stores in my area and compare prices on thousands of products.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Beatin the House is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Slots, table games, live dealer games, everything you love about Atlantic City and Vegas, all online at BetMGM. Don't wait. Join in the fun now. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Grab a lion's share of the fun at BetMGM.com. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to this week's edition of Beatin the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here crisscrossing the country going through the different jackpots that have happened over the past week, whether it's a casino, whether it's lottery, whether it's Pai Gow poker, whether it's a bad beat, anything that has happened in terms of a jackpot of over $100,000 or more, we will be talking about this week. Press releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Please keep them coming in. We love hearing about all these different jackpots, and we love learning about the games in some of the different places.
Boy, talk about the press releases. Boy, we get a ton of them with the jackpots and things like that. It's great.
Casinos and lotteries are proud of their winners. So, and also, I got to include now we have the independent lottery apps like Jackpot, Jackpocket, and Jackpot.com. You know, every time you see a winner from one of those, we're getting the information. And it's actually pretty cool to see all these different ways people can win money in the gaming industry.
Yeah, people win, and the casinos win because they get a lot of press out of this and things like that.
One major jackpot probably leads to about a couple hundred customers. So you figure the math is great. It's always in the favor of the casino.
Especially the slot machines.
Yes.
I do this segment with you, but I'm learning along with it because I have a pad and pen and I write down the new games. And being in New Jersey, you get the online casinos, so you can always check out these new slot machines that obviously are paying off.
You know what? The one thing I learn every week when I do this segment with you, I have the crappiest luck because obviously I'm not winning any of these jackpots.
Right.
But as always, we're going to start off with a video poker jackpot. I don't know why I said we're starting off with, as always, because this is something new. We've never started off with a video poker win.
Oh, okay.
So it was a $100 bet on a triple play video poker machine at Caesar's Palace, $401,000.
Wow. I'm not a big video poker kind of guy. I mean, I play it, I play video poker when I'm sitting down at the casino bar and it's like right in front of me. So, you might as well do something, and it's usually video poker. So, no, but that's when I play video poker. Boy, to win $401,000.
Yeah,
is that the kind of was he sitting at a bar? Was the person sitting at a bar doing this, or
triple play is
they have banks
is
of
in
these
both?
machines,
But triple play is in both forms. It's on the bar and also it's on the casino floor. This was. The picture included with this was the casino floor.
Oh,
so
okay.
This
they actually
was not
enclose
at the bar.
pictures with the machines.
Yes.
Huh? Oh,
yes.
okay. All right.
Actually, I remember the last time I played video poker at one of the bars in the casinos. This is me being stupid. I actually was playing, took a sip of my beer. I put the bottle down right on one of the buttons.
Oh,
so I actually ended up holding a card I didn't want to do.
Okay.
So, didn't even realize it at the time, but that's dumb me.
I've never heard of anyone doing that.
Well, good. I'm the first.
Wow.
Hopefully, I'm the last.
By the way, I was talking about online casinos. Video poker is on the online casinos too.
Yes.
So I'm sure triple play is on online.
Yeah, it'd take quite an effort for me to put a beer down.
Yeah,
on
you
one
do
of
that,
those.
you're breaking your computer.
Exactly. We're going to leave the United States and go up to Canada, British Columbia. The PlayNow.com platform, which is run by the BC Lottery Corp. We have a progressive jackpot of $364,969.90 on the holiday-themed Winning Tree Casino on PlayNow.com. And great amount of money there, great progressive, great game. As a matter of fact, I took a look at the game. It's really cool looking.
What holiday themed? Is it Christmas?
Winning Tree.
Winning Tree.
It's Christmas.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Now,
Christmas trees.
Do they keep these games
year-round? Yes.
Year-round kind of thing? Okay.
Yeah, most of them do. You can actually, if you dig around, you can see it.
Yeah, that's what I like about the online casinos. They have the every holiday they have the theme. Like Halloween, they have Halloween-themed games, and I guess we had Valentine's Day come and go, and
there were a ton of Valentine's Day
themed games. Which St. Patrick's Day is coming up. I would think there's a lot of there's a Leprechaun game I know that's out there. I know there's a lot of Lucky this and Lucky that, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of St. Patrick's Day themed games.
There's actually a really cool one. A lot of the online casinos have. It's the Book of Irish. And it's all Ireland themed, Celtic themed.
Oh, okay.
Imagery, leprechauns, great music in it too. I have to admit, and that's one of the things I've been actually noticing.
To be
a lot
perfectly
more of,
honest,
is the music.
To be perfectly honest with you, I usually keep the sound off.
When I'm trying a game, I leave the sound on, and then the
next
time I play, I shut the sound off.
So you get the full experience.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't. So sometimes I'm just laying in bed with my phone and I'm playing whatever on either slots or poker or whatever, I usually keep the sound off.
And also, when it comes to music, you'll know within the first couple of notes whether you're going to keep it on.
And by the way, if people are playing at work, I'm sure they're keeping the sound off. Yeah.
Well, we're going from Canada and now back down to Nevada. We've got the Aliante Casino Hotel and Spa.
All right.
We have a Boyd's Reward member playing the IGT Wheel of Fortune slot. No word on what the denomination of the Wheel of Fortune was.
That's a money machine there.
He was playing the 25-cent Wheel of Fortune slot machine. His bet was $1.75, and he walked away with $254,212.71. And this happened on Valentine's Day.
See, that's my kind of bet. I mean, you give all these stories. Oh, they were playing $300 a hand or $300 a spin. That's a little rich for my blood. But $1.75 a spin, okay, I can get it. See, I like that jackpot because it's something I would do.
Well, here
and I wish something it was I would do.
And here we're on Valentine's Day, so this Boyd Rewards member fell in love with that slot machine.
Absolutely.
Staying in Vegas, we're going back to Caesar's Palace right now. Just before 3:10 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, one of their slot players, who's a Caesar's Reward member as well, was playing Diamond Queen, put down $2 on the Diamond Queen, and walked away with $219,000 jackpot.
See, I like that story. That's my kind of bet.
That's another great kind of bet, great kind of jackpot. And I have not played Diamond Queen, sorry to say.
Yeah.
But I see it everywhere.
Which more shocking to me, I'm trying to remember when was the last time I was up at 3:10 in the morning. So
you mean intentionally?
Good for them good for them staying up that late, and obviously it paid off.
Lots of coffee.
Yeah. Among other things, I would think. I'm sure it's,
the thrill of playing slots at 3:10 in the morning. Mm-hmm. A lot of people do that. So
so.
Staying in Nevada, we're going to the Green Valley Ranch, and we have our first and only Pai Gow game.
Oh, okay.
Yep. We have a 7-card straight flush with a joker, $141,461 with a $25,000 bonus jackpot.
Wow, is that the side bet thing?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Total jackpot was $166,461. Green Valley Ranch. It was a 5 through Jack of Clubs with the joker used in place of the 8 of Clubs to hit the 7-card straight flush.
I got to get good at Pai Gow. Obviously, people are making a ton of money on Pai Gow.
Well, again, there's so many different games to try. I'm actually more focused on trying to learn a lot of these different slots because we're seeing a lot of variations on those. But Pai Gow is an amazing game too.
Look, the learning curve on slots is
Yep.
With you sit there and you push a button. The Pai Gow, you gotta have to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah.
You have the side bets and things.
Well, the side bet's the kicker.
Oh,
you know that's where you get your real money.
Yeah, sure.
The progressive. I actually misspoke. We have another Pai Gow poker.
Oh wow! See, didn't I just say it? People are making money on Pai Gow?
We're going to Paris, Las Vegas.
All right.
Linda F. of California won $128,070, hitting the major progressive jackpot on face-up Pai Gow poker at Paris.
Okay.
The winning hand was hit at 11 o'clock at night on a Monday, and she was only playing for about an hour.
Okay, now I'm trying to figure out when was the last time I was up at 11 o'clock on a Monday night.
See, now you're showing your age.
Yeah.
But again, this was...
By the way, I've never played Pai Gow live.
She was playing while waiting for people. Online. This was killing time. This was killing time.
Killing time with Pai Gow poker?
Yes.
Usually people kill time sitting down at a slot machine, getting a free drink from the waitress on the gaming floor. But nah, boy, killing time with Pai Gow poker.
I kill time just by going to the bar and getting a beer.
There you go.
Like this person went to face up Pai Gow poker, walked away $128,000 while waiting for her cousins.
Wow.
So congratulations on that one.
Yeah, wow.
We're going to do a Jersey jackpot segment here.
Oh,
not a
okay.
lot to talk about again.
All right.
For some reason, the $100,000 jackpots aren't rolling out like they were towards the end of last year.
The year is young.
Yes.
I'm sure it's going to get rolling again.
I also have a summary for the year so far too.
Oh,
so
for the year, for what
January
year?
1st through February 12th.
Oh, okay. For
Jersey,
for the 1 month of the year, you have
month
the
and a half,
summary.
month
and a half for the year. I thought you were going to do the whole 2022, but no, you're doing the month and a half for 2023.
Exactly.
Huh? Okay. All
right now we've got two jackpots to hit to talk about. We've got we have two jackpots at Hard Rock. As a matter of fact, I think we went a little bit more in depth with these last week too. So, but they were not listed by the DGE at that point, Division of Gaming Enforcement. January 2nd, we have $143,955.66 at Hard Rock Atlantic City, playing the Aristocrat Egyptian Dollar Storm. We've had the Dollar Storm on before. Aristocrat has a whole line of something Storm.
I was going to say, there's a lot of machines called Storm. Are they all from Aristocrat?
It's Egyptian Dollar
There's
Storm.
A lot
Dollar
of
Storm. Then
storms
they have
out there.
another. It's a Dollar Storm.
Dollar Storm.
Yeah. So
they
have a whole
storm.
different. They have like 3 different branded Dollar Storm series.
But this one's Egyptian Dollar Storm.
Yes, as you can tell, it's probably Egyptian themed.
Okay.
Staying with the Hard Rock Atlantic City, a couple days later, we have January 5th, $1.5 million. One playing the Willy Wonka. Wow. Well, Light and Wonder is Willy Wonka, Dreamers of Dreams.
Now, is this the what Willy Wonka is this one?
This is the Gene
Wilder,
one.
not the Johnny Depp?
I have not seen a Johnny Depp Charlie and the Chocolate Factory song.
I don't know. I guess that's a Charlie.
I don't know if there's even one out there.
Would it be called Willy Wonka if it was Johnny Depp?
It'd
it would be Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's actually the real name of the book, too. So Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay.
But this is the one with the Oompa Loompas running around on the screen. You can't miss it. It's got a huge TV screen above it.
I think you mentioned this was at Hard Rock, right?
Yeah.
I was at Hard Rock, and I actually saw these. This is where I actually saw the Willy Wonka. So you're actually probably talking about one of the machines I saw.
Yep.
So,
and it's the one with the curved screen, so it looks like 3D.
Yeah. It's got a big face.
It's really cool.
It's got a big face of Gene Wilder on there. And, Okay. Yeah, all right.
Now the summary. We have January 1st to February 12th. This is just the total amounts of jackpots. This is every jackpot that has been handed out, 50,000 or more in New Jersey casinos, whether they're online or brick and mortar. We have 84 jackpots to between January 1st and February 12th.
That's pretty good.
84.
That's 50,000 and above.
50,000 and above.
That's pretty good.
84 totaling $10,925,752.62.
Okay.
With 2 $1 million jackpots
and I've
already paid out.
I've won none of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Sad.
But I have to admit, I'm looking at the number of $1 million jackpots we have already, and it took a while for last year to even get the one. We have 2 already in the first month and a half.
It's great. No,
so
well, hey, people,
we may be seeing more and more $1 million jackpots down the road. This might be kind of a record year for.
I think you're seeing a lot of people going to casinos.
Yep.
And let me tell you something. In New Jersey, anyway, the weather has been great.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, we've got no snow. I wonder how that's translating for Atlantic City. So.
Well, going from casinos, we have 2 lottery stories to hit.
All right.
We've got a Maryland man who went to, let me get the name of the store right, according to the Lottery Commission in their press release, a Maryland man went to Mitt's Rosedale Liquors in Rosewood, Maryland. He bought 3 tickets, all scratchers.
Okay.
All of them turned out to be winners. He got a $1 scratch-off ticket, 2 $5 scratch-off tickets. The first one was worth $20 jackpot. The second one he won $5 on, and the last one, which was called Crazy Eights, he won $50,000.
Wow, okay.
Now, what makes this a very unique story is...
By the way, I would have been thrilled with the first one. That's how.
I would have been thrilled with the $5 one.
That's the kind of high roller I am. So.
But what was funny about this was when he went to collect the winnings, he also told the lottery that he was just recently there. He had just won $30,000 about a month before this.
Wow. Is it another scratcher?
The bonus crossword scratch-off.
Wow.
Yeah. So he won $80,000.
I can't remember the last time I bought a scratch ticket. Now, do you do the scratch ticket? I know some people do it with their nail, and then you get all the silver underneath your nail. Do you do it with a quarter, or you do it with your nail?
Sometimes I use a bottle opener.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Usually I don't have a bottle opener with me.
I have a keychain. Keychain with a bottle opener on it.
Okay.
You know, you get one of those promo keychains.
See, that's a good promo.
Multi-use.
You know,
multi-use. A multi-function.
Why doesn't the lottery get a keychain and it helps you with your scratchers?
There you go.
Don't take my idea, lottery.
Some lottery's listening to us right now, taking the idea. And we're going to end this segment with a very nice story where karma has repaid a girl for doing a charitable event when she was 8 years old.
Oh, that's nice.
In the Ontario Lottery, we have a woman by the name of Juliette Lamore, who is now 18 years old.
Okay.
That's the legal age to play the lottery in Ontario.
Okay.
13 years ago, she donated her entire piggy bank to help relief funds for Chile when they got hit by an earthquake.
Wow, okay, that's nice.
So now she has turned legal age to play the lottery, and on her very first ticket that she bought, she was actually going to, this is the way the story was described. She was going to get ice cream for her grandfather on her birthday to spend the day with him. Okay. The grandfather said, "You're 18, go get a lottery ticket."
Listen to your grandparents.
So she went to get a lottery ticket.
Okay.
At the store, before she bought the lottery ticket, she called her father and said, "Grandpa wants me to get a lottery ticket. I don't know what to do." Her father just said, "Go up, just go inside and do a quick pick."
Okay.
She ended up winning $48 million.
Wow. Okay.
So
that's great. I mean, she sounds like a great young lady.
Second largest
good
jackpot.
Family and,
Second largest lottery jackpot in history on her very first ticket. Didn't know what she was doing. She got a quick pick.
Great.
So everybody's having a very happy birthday.
Good
with this with Juliette there. So congratulations to her. All our winners this week. All our winners that we didn't get to this week. Press releases, keep them coming in. info@turnpikesportsradio.com. We'll keep doing the segment.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.